Hey everyone, Senraikai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 5th episode of Hikikomari no Kyuuketsuki no Monmon. I think I slightly messed up that title. But yeah, last episode we pretty much finished off our Millicent arc. And just finished off Millicent in general. Although not really, because death is just a temporary thing in the show for the most part. But she's been taken care of. Hopefully she can live a better life going forward. Maybe we'll check up on her later in the show, but for now, we're definitely done with her. And the preview, we got to see like a new girl. I think Sakuna was her name, so she might be kind of our new focus. Because otherwise, I really have no idea where the show goes from here. Because that was the only real villain we've had set up so far. So, are we gonna get a new villain soon? Perhaps. I would assume so. It is a show about war, kind of. But yeah, it feels like we haven't really had any of the war for a while. But because I know we had like the whole duel with the one guy that Vil Hayes helped out with and all that. But anyway, this episode I'm really curious to see what exactly we're going to get, so just want to jump into it. As always, if you enjoyed the video, click the like button and support me on Patreon for access to the picture-in-picture version. So with all that said, let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. What did you do? What did you do? Okay, we're doing more writing. I remember that. I want to read it. Don't leave anywhere so... Yeah, that caught me off guard a little bit. I wasn't ready for that. Maybe I, oh my. Maybe I, maybe... Maybe I should have been expecting that, but I wasn't. I was thinking about her strawberry milk instead. But... for a second I thought Komari already knew she was there and was just kind of okay with this, but that would be silly. Okay, you seem like a bad guy. I'm not gonna lie. I know, right? Who does she think she is? So, Daro. Because you're here. My everlasting love and affection. Oh, what can I see it? I mean, I'll take 3. I take 2 XL, so 3 of those. But seriously, what is that face? I kind of want to see that now. I'm not even surprised. A waste, she says. Those are some legs. Hello, who are you? I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that, but... You clearly have not seen the last episode if you're saying such things. Literally, who are you? The Black Flash. Does that mean you flash your Pansui in battle? And that they're black? And miss all that? Don't be silly. I mean, she was obviously an important person. Mascot, can you say that? Can you say that again? Bloody buns. Man, if you have bloody buns, you really need to see a doctor. I know, the more I look at that shirt. We're just not making things better. I feel like you don't. There was no chance of that to begin with. You already came across as an abrasive person. Like, first words that came out of your mouth. Yeah, even I kind of knew that. God dang those legs, though. Someone's clearly jealous. You know, that's another good face for a t-shirt. Go Kigenyu. She's still nowhere near as hateable as Millicent, though, so, you know. Obviously, she's a bit of an antagonistic character, but I don't hate her or anything like that, so. Don't hurt yourself, girl. Are you her mother? It was quite nice, thank you. You know, in some shows that would be a very something you wouldn't deliver in such a casual way. Damn. Is that the shot we saw earlier? Probably. Ooh. You'd think you'd remember that sort of thing. She's continuing to enjoy that indirect kiss, I see. Can I get a turn on it next? At least think about it. Yes. I know it's hard to get used to when you're used to being a hikikomori, but... Oh, wow. Just have confidence in yourself. Ah, so this is where Sakuna comes into play. She seems like a bit of a shy one. And really all the legs in the show are good now that I think about it. Those beautiful blue eyes, that silver hair. I mean, we need to become friends with this girl. Right back at you. So I've heard. Just kiss you too. We have a new partner. Okay. I feel like Sakuna's the name of a Toho character. You know, the one made. Here's my love letter. Yeah, she's a bit of a shy one. I mean, yes, it definitely looks like a love letter in that context. When you embarrassedly give it over and run away. Like, you can't interpret that any other way. Gonna see your morning routine. Very love her pajamas. Can do. It happens. Well, you aren't very crimson, I'll admit, but... I was joking, we really are seeing her whole morning routine here. Finally complete. I'm ready for the day. Definitely a lot of... I mean, is she not everyone's type? I mean, you can't not like her. There's no need to be jealous, though, Vil Hayes. There's only good face for a shirt. Yeah, they're just kind of doing their own thing. Are you okay, sir? Your master speaks. It might be. What kind of reward are we talking? Like, maybe a back massage? I don't think that got them excited. Yeah. Yeah, like, what would they even do? There's no video games in this world, probably. Gotta give them a better reward than that. Maybe a head pat. Or allow them to head pat you more to the point. I mean, if that's the case, then that'll get them excited. Vil Hay is not a fan of this one. And here we are. I mean, that would get me fired up too. Aren't you happy you got the subordinates involved with Vil Hayes? Don't mind my maid. I don't trust him. He seems like a bad guy. It's nice to meet you too. I think I have other things to do. Please find someone else. Anyone else. Healthy as heaven. Okay. Vampire priest, why not? Is she sleepy over there? You know, like a date. I think she likes the idea. I mean, we're already committed. Yes, I got itchies all over my body reading it. She's honestly a great candidate to be one of her friends. Like, I'm glad she found her. That's unfortunate for that person. Okay. It's pretty great. Are we sure she's not the protagonist? You're gonna spill some. Yeah, the gist of it. Oh, it's more than okay. It's stronger than I am. I mean, I always figured she was probably a little bit stronger than you. You know, at the base level. Now you're speaking her language. I don't blame you. Yeah, you are making a bit of a scene. Yeah, they're judging. Okay. Okay. That was a nice recovery. I really didn't expect her to make that level of recovery. That's pretty good. She truly is worthy to be the protagonist of the show. We may have work to do early. Just pile of bodies. Can she heal? Is she our white mage? Okay. That's pretty impressive. So what happened here? Uh, Remind me who that is again. Milikanchi, what's up? Oh, right, the Black Flash, yeah, her. I remember that name. Wow, okay, you actually can talk normal. And there she is. Let's go beat her up. Oh, Sakuna. Man, she really has been downplaying her ability. Yeah, it's really not okay. But she's so polite about it. You're full of it. Yeah, sure. You are our new best friend for a reason. This truly is a harem anime with her as a protagonist. Arrogantly running around. Well, of course not. Her beauty is once every 100 million years and all that. I don't think that's going to get much traction. But that's definitely concerning. She ate my bloody buns. That's a little bit weird, but it's fine. That's definitely not good. Yeah, like I was about to say, we have Sakuna on our side. What would we do without her? And she gets a head pat. Yeah, please continue. She is the she is the best. Dayo. Oh. Oh God. Don't do that to me. We could be we could be here all day. But yeah, we were doing something, weren't we? There's the DD playing. I want my head pad too, damn it. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna call it Black Flash. As expected of an anime protagonist, don't want to fight unless you have to. Unless you're Goku, I guess. The sequel to this anime has got to be I was reincarnated into the body of a stuffed dolphin. Sorry, one of her subordinates. Possibly Vilhes actually would be better. Starring me would be the best. I see the round table. Round table of low lives. Man, that was one brief preview, like, because I was thinking I would try to skip the preview this time, but I didn't even have the time to. But anyway, that was the 5th episode of Hikikomari Kyuuketsuki no Monmon. And yes, I was curious what our next big plot point would be, and it seems to be kind of a mix between this terrorist stuff and some, like, bureaucracy side of things. Like, would you call it that? Like, yeah, her position kind of being threatened here. But man, just one of the first shots we got was just a good shot of Vilhay's. Got to appreciate that, especially where the blanket kind of fell down. You know, revealing a little bit more. Not too much where you need to break up the mosaic, but a little bit more. but yeah, you can definitely tell that Hikikomari realizes that her life would be much more boring without Vilhay's around. But yeah, we broke out the shirts this episode. We have merch. We have Komari merch, and you know, I can't complain. It's a very good shot of her, right? There's definitely some other shots that would make good shirts too, for sure. But you can't argue with that one. But we had to see our new character, Black Flash, right? She's another one of the Crimson Lords, I believe, and she's very much an antagonist. Like, she came across that way when she first showed up, and by the end of the episode, she very, without question, is an antagonist for Komari. Like, that's no doubt there. I did like her not knowing who she was, and Vilhay's and, you know, her other subordinate just kind of trying not to laugh too much. But yeah, she is the Black Flash. But I'm sure by the end of the arc, she'll be a big fan of Komari and buy 10 shirts. You know, I'm confident in that. But we also had an indirect kiss from our master over here, Kaden. You know, but that's a great line we have. By the way, how did that involuntary indirect kiss taste? Just involuntary indirect kiss. I'm gonna remember that phrase. But because yeah, she just walks in the room and just has a popsicle just shoved in her mouth, and you know, she clearly didn't mind it too much because she continued to lick it later in the scene. So apparently, yeah, the indirect kiss not too bad. But that's where I found out about the terrorist and Komari very much not wanting to work more than she needs to, as expected of our former Hikikomori. So nothing too surprising there. But this is also the scene we got to meet up with Sakuna, our new girl, right? And she is just perfect. I mean, she's very, very pleasant to be around, very cute, very positive, very helpful. You know, just there's nothing to dislike about her character, really. Like, she is like a perfect candidate to be like a best friend, like a bestie for Komari. Because obviously she doesn't have a whole lot of friends, really. Like, Vilhay is really kind of it, you know? And she's a maid, so that's a little bit different. Not really a balance of power there, right? But here, they're both Crimson Lords, so there's no imbalance there. They're on equal footing. They have great compatibility with each other. Komari clearly likes her a lot, to the point where Vilhay gets jealous, you know, more than a couple times in the episode. So yeah, just absolutely great that she can have a friend like that. I'm really happy for her there, you know, because yeah, you can tell Komari likes her a lot. She even hands her the letter, runs away. They even commented on how much that looks like a love letter. I didn't actually say the word love letter, but if you have any experience at all watching anime, you know what she was implying there. But yeah, we got to read the letter and have a full little montage of Sakuna Memoir's morning routine, which is a pretty nice one. Even eating strawberries, right? Strawberries were an interesting choice because it was the only red in the entire scene, I'm pretty sure. And red obviously has significance because of it's a vampire show. So it was interesting how much it just really stood out to me, the strawberries. How they, no matter, because I think the first shot of them was like, well, the first shot probably was in the middle of the screen, but even when they were like on the table in the lower left-hand corner, like my eyes were all still drawn to it because yeah, the red really just grabs your attention. But I think that's why they chose the strawberries, just because of the red, because of the, you know, blood, all that. But also there were bloody buns in the show. Like, it probably shouldn't have been that funny, but it was funny to me. But yeah, she got the Black Flash to eat the bloody buns, and luckily that benefited us. But I always do enjoy Komari talking to the to the subordinates. Yeah, because they don't want any vacation as their motivation. Don't be silly, but a date with Komari. Now we're talking. Now we're going to run around and try to get things done and get in trouble with the Black Flash. Also, I want to watch a scene again where Vilhay just busts into the room. And she just kicks that thing. Even has her hands up, kind of like almost like a fighting stance. Shitsureshimasu. Even sound a little bit aggressive, the excuse me. But so that was great. Without Vilhay, this show would not be the same. I'm very glad she's here. Even though Sakuna definitely took some focus away from her as a new girl, but she definitely had an important role throughout the show, throughout the episode. Her clear jealousy, the black aura, just pouty faces here and there, just trying to change the subject, like subtle, not subtle stuff from Vilhay. But we also got a new character, Hell DS Heaven, who is another one of the Crimson Lords. I can definitely see him being a problem going forward, but eventually got to go on our little dates with Sakuna. Although Vilhay was there too, so not really a date, but yeah, definitely has an interesting story behind her becoming the Crimson Lord and all that. And even though she was very humble about her own abilities and skill, right? Which, being more humble than you need to be is kind of a Japanese thing, so Japanese animation shouldn't be too surprised by that, I guess. But I was still taking a little bit aback when she did defend Komari like that, because that was like real reaction time, real speed, real everything. Like, non-Super Saiyan Komari, she's very clearly more powerful than her, like without question. But I think she mentioned that her subordinates actually know about how weak she is and don't seem to mind too much, so maybe at some point Komari will be a little bit more truthful with the subordinates. We'll see. I'm only strong enough to crush an apple in one hand. Yeah, trust me, I could not crush a strawberry in one hand, so you got me beat. But yeah, as far as the terrorist itself, we didn't really learn much about it throughout the episode. I think we're still pretty much in the investigation phase on that one. But also, our rap guy can apparently speak normal words, so that's cool. But yeah, Sakuna, she's just so kind and polite and just the best friend over here. She's like the polar opposite of the Black Flash. So, we met them in the same episode, so it's a nice contrast between the two of them. But yeah, the fact that Komari's position may be at threat. That's not the right word. In trouble, being threatened, however you want to English through that. Yeah, it's a problem. But luckily, she does have Sakuna, who her new little sister, to help her out. But I do want to listen to her One-chans again. Yeah, it's like I have a big sister now. That squeal, the squeal we got from her after she said that. It even had like the triangle eyes from Komari too. Daikange Daio, just the way she said the Daio part was so good. You could really feel the love there, the happiness. But yeah, this entire scene was just such a gushing, flirting scene. Like, Vilhay was having none of it. But right about here, she says it. Komari One-chan. Komari One-chan. I never thought I would hear that in this show. But man, that just made Komari's day. I tell you what. And as she's in tears, she wants it again, and with no hesitation, it's just Sakuna gives it to her again. But by the second One-chan, Vilhay is just done with this. Like, stop. We got a job to do. I had enough of this. So it's great that she has a little sister / best friend. So I also heard demanding a head pat. I'm a good girl too. And I mean, she gave her the head pat, so I mean, it worked out. But yeah, it's talking also had a line here about Komari not liking fighting very much. Although, it's more that she's not very powerful, without the Super Saiyan, which she probably does not want to use unless she has to. But her whole line about not wanting to not to engage in pointless fights, like that is a very protagonist thing to say, but that's obviously not the full truth here. But I was almost hoping that the ED, instead of getting Komari in her 90 snuggling with the dolphin, we would either get Sakuna snuggling with the dolphin or Komari snuggling with Sakuna. I would have taken either of those, really, but oh well. Because that would be great if they actually did that. They introduced a new girl each episode and had the ED replace Komari's position with them, but otherwise everything's the same. Like, that would be great, wouldn't it? I can't be alone in that. But yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to say on the episode. Really good stuff. We're pretty much, very much cemented into our new arc here. It's been successfully set up, and I'm very interested to see how it goes. I do want to see Komari and Sakuna continue to bond with each other. Maybe we'll get some, intense hugging at some point. That would maybe a bath together. I could see that. So yeah, hopefully we can get that stuff as well. Get the terrorist thing figured out, and also not be fired. That'd be good too. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.